Hello, I'm Celebrant Kate, and today I'm going to be discussing weddings and what a celebrant wedding means and is. So, the first thing I should tell you is that a celebrant wedding is not a legal ceremony. However, it can form part of a legal ceremony or be a celebration following a legal ceremony elsewhere. You can get married for as little as about £150 from a registry office. This includes your intention to marry, which you have to register 3 weeks before the wedding takes place, and the on the day legal ceremony, which takes about 20 minutes. These are usually held during the week and they are not surrounded with guests, there are no vows, it's purely a legal ceremony. That's one way of doing it, and a lot of people choose to do that, maybe with their most intimate friends or family at that ceremony, and then hold what they would regard the proper wedding elsewhere in a place of their choice. However, you can also get married with a celebrant and registrar at a venue of your choice, as long as the registrars are happy to do that. Some registrars are happier than others to join with a celebrant. There are things to notice about this. A registrar cannot allow any mention of religion or faith. So if you want that element in your ceremony, that would need to be conducted by the celebrant, me, away from the registrar. So the registrar would conduct the purely legal ceremony and then hand over to the celebrant. Some registrars want to leave the room at that point, others are happy to be part of the ceremony. So a registrar has about 11 minutes per ceremony to actually conduct the ceremony. So the actual written part of your ceremony with the registrar is about 11 minutes long. Okay, and that's whether you're in a beautiful plush hotel or in a registry office. Okay, it is extended by adding in readings and things like that. The difficulty is you don't get to meet your registrar before your wedding, except for half an hour before when they do a legal meeting with you, which is literally to say, are you the person? You have to bring your paperwork to prove you are who you say you are. Some people, most people, find that quite cold in some ways, and a lot of registrars do as well, which is why there's a lot of registrars becoming celebrants. The celebrant wedding can be as long as you like. It's totally centered on you. It's about you. It's about you and your partner. It's about your life together. It's about your love stories. It's about your union. It can be religious if you want. It can be pagan. It can be Christian. It can be Jewish. It can be multi-faith. It can have a nod to all faiths or absolutely none. It's your choice. Usually people want their love story told, but you don't have to. Usually people make vows to each other, and these can take the most beautiful forms. So one of the ceremonies I'm explaining in my series of Celebrant Kate Explains is about sand ceremonies, but also there's hand fasting, which is the ceremonial time together of two hands. There are bread, I was going to say cheese and wine, but no. Cake and ale, which is very popular at festivals, where with your hands fasted, you have to serve your guests with a range of food and drink your choice. Doesn't have to be cake, doesn't have to be ale, could be anything you like. There are other ceremonies, including rose petal ceremonies and water ceremonies and the oathing stone, which I love because there's something eternal about a stone and it predates you and it will go on longer than we are alive, and it's always going to carry the vows that you made within it. But it's completely up to you. And recently, a fellow celebrant had a Monty Python themed festival wedding, which looks so cool. So if any of you want to do one, I'm your woman. I'd love to do that. The wonderful thing for me is that as a celebrant, I get to be outdoors and I get to be on a beach or on a cliff or in someone's back garden, because you can have any wedding ceremony any way you like. And because it's not a legal ceremony, there are no restrictions, which there are on registrars where they have to be undercover. I can do a wedding in the middle of a field, preferably not when it's thundering, but yeah, anywhere. So the wonderful part for you is that you have someone like me who will write for you a perfectly unique ceremony with any ceremonial aspects you want, any story you want to tell, wearing any clothes that you think are suitable, so vintage, boho, Monty Python, medieval, Victorian, doesn't matter, and any theme you want. And I will help you from the moment you enter and how you want to enter and who you want to help you to the aisle and how many guests you want involved and whether you want to involve external family and whatever you want to do until the moment I announce you as a new couple and you go on to your married life together. So all these wonderful things are yours, and they're things that I would love to share with you. So that is what a celebrant wedding does and is. And I'm Celebrant Kate, and I'll be explaining more things to do with ceremonies at a later date. So keep your eyes peeled. Thank you very much. Bye bye.